Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Arun Ulag, and I'm the Corporate Vice President of the Power BI engineering team here in Redmond. I'm joined by my colleague, Kim Manis, and together, Kim and I are going to talk to you about where with Power BI, where we're going, and we're going to cover some exciting announcements we're making today here at Ignite. Everything has changed for us in the year 2020. Satya said it best when he said that, hey, we've seen over 2 years of digital transformation just in a couple of months. And this has been really challenging for customers around the world because it has impacted pretty much everybody. Individuals have had to change as the way in which they work evolved from pretty much being a remote organization. Teams have had to change because they couldn't walk down the hallway and have hallway conversations anymore. They really need to get to be able to collaborate in a distant environment. And whole organizations have become remote workforces pretty much overnight. When we think about how this impacts our ability to work with data, that has fundamentally changed as well. So when we think about driving a data culture in the Power BI team, we really think about the needs of individuals, we think about the needs of teams, and we think about the needs of organizations. So in the Power BI team, we've been working very hard to help everyone make every decision at any scale. And Power BI is part of the Power Platform family of products. And this is a single low-code platform that helps our customers build solutions very, very quickly in hours or minutes or days, as opposed to months or quarters. So in this family, you have Power BI, which is the way you get all the insights you need from pretty much all your sources of data. Power Apps, which helps you build applications without writing a single line of code and deploy them very, very quickly. Power Automate, which helps you automate your business processes, whether they're API-based or based upon UI workflows. And Power Virtual Agents that help you build chatbots in record time. All of the Power Platform products are engineered to work together, and they share a common set of data connectors. Over 300 connectors ship out of the box. All of the Power Platform products have a whole bunch of AI capabilities with AI Builder, and all of them share a single no-code data platform with a common data service. So today I'm going to talk to you about Power BI. Power BI is growing very, very quickly. This is the 5th year since we launched, where we're still seeing triple-digit paid usage growth. Over 150,000 organizations use Power BI around the world, and you can see the shape of the monthly active usage growth chart. It continues to skyrocket upwards. Power BI is also fortunate to have a thriving global community around the world. The Power BI community has over 1 million members around the world today. There's over 280 user groups that are located in dozens and dozens of countries that really allow Power BI users to share and connect with each other and share their best practices. And one of the things that we're really excited about is how deeply our Power BI community is involved in the evolution of the product. So our community members actively participate in our product evolution by contributing to ideas on ideas.powerbi.com. And me and my team take that very seriously. We're continuously evolving the Power BI capabilities and trying to ship the capabilities that our customers care for. Which is why when Gartner came out with their updated Magic Quadrant in February this year, they had Microsoft Power BI as the clear leader pretty much on both axes, ability to execute as well as completeness of vision. And this has been true for the last 11 years. Forrester, when they updated the Forrester Wave in August last year, again, pretty much they had Power BI as the clear leader. So what we're seeing with Power BI is many of the world's largest organizations are standardizing on Power BI today. And this is because of the leading BI platform capabilities that Power BI has built out, as well as the rapid pace of innovation. This innovation has been made possible by the fact that we shipped a cloud-first service, and we've had the opportunity to mature and evolve at cloud scale. Power BI has also invested heavily in governance and trust. The security capabilities that we have in Power BI are world-class. And we recognize that with customers to be able to work with data, they really need to be able to trust the platform. So we've invested in a whole host of compliance capabilities as well, so that you can work with data and feel confident that your data is well managed, governed, and secured. And lastly, Power BI leads the industry in terms of economics. Customers save anywhere from 25 to 75% of their BI costs when they move to Power BI. And especially in an environment where economics has become a huge challenge for customers, and customers are really trying to optimize their spend and gain value from every dollar they spend, it's been an opportunity for them to consolidate onto Power BI, get rid of the multitude of BI platforms in the organizations, drive a data culture, and save a ton of money in the process. Today, we're excited that over 97% of the Fortune 500 use Power BI. Some of these customers are using Power BI with tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of users, and some of these organizations are just getting started with Power BI. But the usage of Power BI is pretty much, prevalent in every industry and every geography. Some of the customers I wanted to call out are Make-A-Wish. Make-A-Wish Foundation grants the wishes of kids who have serious illnesses, and it really helps with their recovery process. They used Power BI at the time of COVID to be able to track where everybody was and get that, especially the folks on cruise ships, and be able to get them to safety. PayPal uses Power BI extensively with their Teams platform so that everybody can share and collaborate and work on the same data together. And in Cummins, the usage of Power BI has just exploded as everybody's been able to work with data, drive a data culture, and get the insights that they need. So I wanted to switch gears a little bit and just talk about our 3 areas of investment. The first is in amazing data experiences, and this is how we empower every individual. Here we're investing in making sure that Power BI is as simple to use as PowerPoint. So we talk about Power BI as pretty much as PowerPoint for data. However, we're also infusing Power BI with a lot of the AI capabilities that allow our customers to automatically extract insights from those data. And Power BI's deep investment in AI capabilities, backed by Microsoft Research, makes it super easy for you to be able to understand what's going on, whether it's building automated machine learning models or analyzing text and images, all with drag and drop experiences. The second area we are investing in is to empower every team. And here we think about 3 areas. It really starts with collaboration. So I'm excited to announce that at Ignite, we're releasing a Power BI app for teams so that Power BI is never more than a click away as you work with your colleagues and you share and collaborate and you have conversations. The second is productivity. We're really making it easy for our customers to get insights wherever they're at. So we've worked hard to integrate Power BI deeply into your office experiences. So if you're using Excel, access to Power BI datasets is just there. If you're using PowerPoint, if you're using SharePoint, we're really making sure that Power BI has all of your insights exactly where our users are. And lastly, it's action, the ability to move from insights to action to automation with the Power Platform. So we're integrating deeply across Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Virtual Agent so that you can build systems very, very quickly that allow you to react to your changing market needs. And the third area we're investing is really to empower every organization. And this is where we think about how do we scale Power BI to meet the needs of our largest enterprise customers to tens of thousands and even hundreds of thousands of users. So we're investing in a comprehensive set of capabilities, everything from deep integration with the Azure data stack, to self-service data prep at scale with data flows, to enterprise-grade semantic models that can scale to hundreds of tables, thousands of calculations, pixel-perfect paginated reporting, and so on, so that our customers can get all of the enterprise capabilities they look for in a mature cloud-scale BI platform. And I wanted to emphasize the work we're doing in trust. Power BI ships out of the box with integration for Microsoft Information Protection, as well as Microsoft Cloud Security, which is extremely important for customers who are working with their employees in a remote location. We are the only BI platform to actually integrate with MIP out of the box. So again, this is one other reason for our customers to be able to work with Power BI and scale it across the organization. So hopefully that gives you a quick overview of our major areas of investment. Now I'm going to transition to my colleague, Kim Mannis. She's going to walk you through the first 2 areas, how we empower individuals and how we empower teams. And then in a separate section, my colleague Priya Sathi and I will talk about all of our investments that help Power BI scale to the largest and most demanding needs of enterprise customers. Kim, over to you.
Thanks, Arun. It's great to virtually see everyone today. Given that I'm standing here in my home office and we're all together here on Teams, it's clear the way we get work done has dramatically changed over the last few months. Today, I'm going to talk about how Power BI is empowering every individual and every team to do more with their data. First, I want to talk about how Power BI is easier than ever for individuals to find insights. Our goal for Power BI is really to become the PowerPoint for data, to make it as easy to use as PowerPoint. Whether that's clicking buttons in the ribbon, moving objects around the canvas, or formatting visuals, we want it to be instantly familiar. We know the easier it is for individuals to get started, the easier it is for entire organizations to adopt Power BI. And it doesn't stop there. Beyond familiarity, we want to ensure that everyone can explore data and find insights. No experience needed. We've made a ton of progress over the last year with our AI visuals, making it super easy for end users to find key influencers, find patterns, and ask natural language questions. And because these are just visuals, it's as simple to build as dragging and dropping. So now I want to walk you through two new AI visuals coming to Power BI. A lot of people just consume data better through text. They need an explanation for what's going on. The new Smart Narratives visual, available today in Power BI Desktop, allows me to add elements of storytelling to my reports. I can start by clicking on a visual and right-clicking and getting a quick explanation of what's going on. I can get trend and I can get the growth rates described to me in words right there. And I can go a step further. I can add a description of my entire report. So if I add the Smart Narrative visual to the page, it describes all 4 visuals and what's going on in each of them. And since this is a visual like any other in Power BI, I can fully format it. I can make it look beautiful and make it really pop on the page. And I can format things besides just the color and the fonts. I can customize this description to anything I want. So I can go ahead and type out returns amounted to, and instead of writing a static value, I want to make sure this number changes when the data refreshes or when I slice and dice the data. So I can use natural language to describe to Power BI what the dynamic value is that I want to include here. So I can calculate this value and I can just write in text. So let's go sum of returns. And you see immediately I get a result, and that result gets inserted into my narrative. And from there, when the data refreshes, so will this number. This is way better than your average text box. So, I can look at the summary of the entire report and all my data, but what if I want to see just a segment, like in this case, outdoor products? So if I cross-highlight on outdoor, all of my visuals update, but so does my summary, so does the narrative, and the custom description I just wrote. This is an amazing way for users to explore data and get new insights that they may have missed earlier. So now I want to jump to our next visual. Here I have revenue by date, and I want to find anomalies in this data. I want to see, what are the interesting data points I should go be looking at. So with one click, I can find anomalies, and you'll see the sensitivity of the anomaly algorithm shows up, and I get data points of interesting anomalies to go look at. And I can customize this. I can change the shape. I can change the size. I can change the color. But I can also change the sensitivity of the algorithm if I want to find more anomalies or fewer, and I can tweak that to my liking. And then if I click on any of these anomalies, Power BI will explore my data model and give me possible explanations for what's going on, what's causing that spike. And you'll see here, it gives me a bunch of examples, but I can customize this further. I can go into my data model and I can tell Power BI which fields I care about, which ones do I want to learn more about. And I can just drag those into the visual. So I can say seller and I can say city. Now, if I go back to that original anomaly and I click it, I get an explanation restricted to just the categories I care about. We're super excited about these 2 new capabilities in Power BI. The Smart Narratives visual is available today in Power BI Desktop, and the anomaly detection is coming in just a few months. These are just 2 examples of the way Power BI is making it easier for every individual to explore their data and discover insights. I have one more amazing data exploration experience to share with you guys. Hololens is an amazing technology, and the Power BI team has been investing in Hololens in the last couple of years, making more and more cool experiences and how you can interact with data in the physical world. So let's take a look at a demo. So here we're showing the HoloLens 2 app, available today. So now I'm walking around the office, and you can see we have a tool belt where you can access all your Power BI reports in physical space. And you can use your hands to move them around and pinch and zoom and explore the data in the context of the physical space that you're in. And so here I have an example where I have the building status over time, and I can get the data around the current air quality, what's going on my different floors, and where my sensors might need to be fixed. And I can navigate through the pages and really explore this data in a new interactive way. So I can also pin those reports into physical space. So this is an example where I've pinned the different reports about each elevator to the physical location. So now when I walk around the office with the HoloLens, I can actually get the report in context of where I am. And I can grab it, pull it down, explore the different pages, and really get an immersive experience with the data in this location. So this is super cool technology. It's brand new, available today. So if you have a HoloLens, please go install the app and give it a try. A critical part of building a data culture is ensuring data is accessible when and where decisions are made. First, I want to talk about how Power BI and Microsoft Teams are coming together to infuse teamwork with data. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into a demo. Okay, I'm going to kick off the demo right here in Teams, where a lot of us are getting work done today. I have my sales and marketing channel where our whole team is collaborating on data. And you can see here, we've pinned a sales and pipeline report directly into our channel so that everybody has access and everybody can be on the same page when it comes to our data. Now I'm going to go jump to my activity feed in Teams, and I'll see a bunch of reports are being shared with me, but Alex is asking me a question. She's asking, any idea why Mondopolis has such a large gap to quota? And she shared a link. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this link. And when I do, something really cool just happened. We opened the Power BI report in Teams. I didn't need to go to the browser. I didn't need to go to powerbi.com. This report is accessible to me right in line where I'm having that conversation. And even better, it shows me the context of what Alex was looking at. So she had clicked on Mondopolis, and the whole report is filtered to Mondopolis. And yeah, it does seem like open opportunities are starting to go down, and we need to explore why. So I think I have an answer for her, but I think it's in a different Power BI report. So let me click on Power BI Home. And again, something magical happened here. Power BI Home is fully embedded in Teams. All of my favorites and frequent content, all of my apps that have been shared with me, and all of the featured content from IT, it's all in one place, and I don't have to go hunting around for the data. I can just find it right here when I'm having those conversations, those meetings, and those chats. So this is awesome for a Power BI power user like me that lives and breathes Power BI. But for a lot of users, they don't even know where to get started. So we've deeply embedded a learning center to learn how to use Power BI, find out what's new, and get training so that everyone can learn how to work with data. And then users can discover new pieces of content. So maybe you don't have Power BI data to start with, or maybe you want to find more resources for something you're working on. We've published Data Stories Gallery, both from Microsoft and from our Power BI community. So these are really great examples of Power BI using real public data available for you to go collaborate on and work with in your teams. Now let's get back to home. So here, I want to get back to Alex's question. I have the customer churn and risk tracking report. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to take a look and try to find the answer about Mondopolis. So I see Mondopolis right in the middle here, and I can go ahead and right-click on this. And this is just one of the ways I can drill through, one of the ways that you can explore data in Power BI. I drill through to Mondopolis, and wow, I can see utilization is really starting to go down, and customer service incidents are really starting to spike. And it looks like we probably have a very unsatisfied customer on our hands. So I can go ahead and click Chat on Teams, and I can continue the conversation with Alex. So I'll go ahead and type her name and let her know, hey, you should take a look at this. And I'll go ahead and type this out and then press share. And now this will go straight to her, and Alex can continue exploring what's going on in Mondopolis and continue with our data-driven communication. So this is one way that Power BI and Teams are really infusing data culture into everyone's lives and to every team's work. And we're really excited to get this out in the hands of customers. So what you just saw was a central hub for your data in Teams. And this is beginning to roll out this week. We're really excited to get your feedback and see how organizations start using this and how teams can make better data-driven decisions. And we're going to continue to evolve this experience over time, making it easier and easier to discover data in Teams. We know there are a lot of users out there who want to work with data, but they're overwhelmed with where to start. Soon, you'll be able to copy and paste or just type data into Teams. And once you do, Power BI will automatically generate a report on the fly for you to start exploring. And you can go ahead and tell Power BI which fields are interesting to you, and you can slice and dice and really get the data you're looking for super fast, super easy. And we're going to take it a step further. Soon, users will be able to discover data sets from across the organization directly in Teams. Whether it's a certified data set shared by IT or a data set created by my colleague in a team, I can find it all in one place. I can create Power BI reports, I can create new templates, I can start from scratch. I can even explore that data in Excel if I want. This really empowers end users to help themselves by making it easy to discover and collaborate on the data they need, while IT continues to govern it, making sure users are relying on trustworthy and secure sources. But it doesn't just stop with Microsoft Teams. We want to make sure we bring shared and certified data everywhere where work gets done. Here on the Power BI team, we love Excel, but we hear a lot from customers about Excel sprawl. This is different versions of the truth floating around, stale files sitting in email. And so we want to make that easier. We want to make it so easy that Excel users never need to leave Excel. They can just search, they can find a data set they want access to, and immediately build a pivot table based on that Power BI data. Behind the scenes, IT can feel confident that the data is staying fresh and that it's staying secure thanks to row-level security and information protection labels coming from Power BI. And we're taking it a step further by allowing authors to publish Power BI tables to the Excel data types gallery. This enables users to combine the power of Power BI datasets with the familiarity of the Excel grid. So now they can pull in relevant columns straight from Power BI, and they can use the formatting and sort options. They can write formulas the way they always have in Excel. So this is a super amazing capability for those Excel fans out there who really want the latest and greatest data, but they don't want to change how they've been working. Finally, let's talk about turning insights into action with the Power Platform. We think of the Power Platform as a virtuous cycle. In order to truly build a data culture, not only do you need to find insights, but you need to do something about it. Power Apps and Power Automate make it super easy to build action directly into your reports. We've seen a lot of success with the Power Apps visual in Power BI. Authors can embed a Power App directly in their Power BI report, not only allowing users to interact with the data and slice and dice, but also to update it in the context of the insights they're finding. Coming very soon to Power BI is a brand new visual, the Power Automate visual. This enables authors to add a button to their report that kicks off a workflow. Then end users can slice and dice the data, explore, and when they find an insight that they want to take action on, all they need to do is click the button. Behind the scenes, the workflow will kick off with all the filter context that the user was looking at pass through. We're super excited to see what the Power BI and the Power Platform community comes up with once we ship this capability. So today we covered how Power BI is helping every individual and every team do more with their data. Stay tuned for our next session, where Arun and Priya will talk about how Power BI is empowering every organization and scaling to the most demanding enterprise needs. Here are a few other sessions you should definitely check out over the next couple of days at Ignite. Thank you so much for joining, and be sure to fill out your session evaluations.